The David situation is one of the craziest we've seen in years, with new evidence coming out damn near every day, making it seem like he's never gonna be able to beat the allegations. Well, until just the other day, whenever a few TikToks and tweets would go viral, saying that David was no longer a suspect in the Celeste investigation. Now, the first thing that's weird about saying he's no longer a suspect is the fact that there were literally no suspects to begin with. Even though it's speculated by basically the entire internet that David's guilty, that doesn't mean that he's guilty by law. They're still in the process of conducting the investigation, which can take very long periods of time. They need to find enough undeniable evidence against David to actually prosecute him. Sure, the body was found in the back of his car, they have all of these chat logs and also pictures of Celeste and David together, but even with all of this evidence, they still can't prove that David was the one who killed her, or prove that David was actually in a relationship with the missing girl Celeste. The body could have been planted in the back of David's car. The Discord chat logs could have been faked or photoshopped, and the pictures of David and Celeste together could have been a different girl. Like I said, the cops need to prove that all of this stuff is legitimate in order to actually prosecute David, and also to even say that he's a suspect. But even though this stuff isn't confirmed by law, it still wouldn't stop people from spreading false narratives on social media, and that's where the David is no longer a suspect narrative came from. People would begin posting TikToks and tweets about the situation, basically making this up and believing everything they see.
As of 2 hours ago, singer David, who had a 15-year-old girl's body found in his car, has been cleared from the suspect list. How does this happen? I have zero idea, but it happened. LAPD really looked at all this evidence, her name in all the songs, her name tatted on him, the pictures of them, the videos of her backstage, and just said, you know what? Nah, he's cool. Like, bro, who is this man David's lawyer? Is it Jay Yoma? Like, what is going on? I just can't wrap my head around it. All these things, songs, videos, pictures, tattoos, everything points at David as guilty. However, LAPD says, nah, he's chilling.
Now, I can kind of understand why people would see this TikTok and instantly believe it, because, you know, this case has been very unpredictable in general. I mean, there's been basically no communication from the LAPD, David's team, or anyone like that. So it's hard to actually understand what's going on. People are believing literally whatever they see at this point. And let's be honest, most of the information isn't even facts anymore. It's just people trying to stir the pot and make new information. And people believe it because there's no real factual information right now. And this TikTok would continue to get even worse.
Not to mention, 9 days ago, David literally canceled his entire USA tour. This dude knew he was cooked and still got out of it. Oh, and you know what? Not even did they say, you know what, David's not a suspect, but now they're saying, we don't even know if a murder even occurred, when the girl's body is literally in pieces in the back of his car. This case literally has not even been deemed a homicide investigation. I'm no cop, but I think if I saw a girl in pieces in the back of another person's car, I think I would conclude that this is a murder. Do you guys think LAPD is kind of not doing a good job right now?
This is one really common misconception. Yes, the body was dismembered in the frunk of David's Tesla, but the reason it was dismembered is because it was there for such a long amount of time that it just naturally happens. No one chopped up the body, or at least that's what it seems like based on the facts we know now. And obviously, guys, I'm not trying to defend David. Do I think he's guilty of murder? I mean, we don't really know at this point. I personally think that he most likely is. But something that you literally can't defend, and that's more likely than that, is that he was dating a underage girl. Celeste was literally 5 years younger than him, and he'd apparently known her ever since she was at most 11 years old. Even if he wasn't talking to her romantically at that point, it's still weird. There's speculations that she was 10 years old whenever they started talking, but none of that's actually confirmed. On the contrary, to people spreading all this misinformation about David not being a suspect, others would talk about how this is just complete and utter bullshit.
As of 2 hours ago, singer David, who had a 15-year-old girl's body found in his car, has been cleared from the suspect list.
No, he is not. You either saw some incredible misinformation or you pulled that one out of your ass, because David, he is cooked, he is deep fried. That video was 1 minute long. 1 minute long, and there wasn't a single source to confirm that David just somehow got let off the hook. Now, David hasn't been arrested yet. The reason he hasn't been arrested yet is because the process of arresting him takes a long time. They have to do a whole investigation. All of the evidence, all of the screenshots of Discord and text messages and DMs, it needs to be confirmed. The process for authorities to confirm that takes a very, very long time. This entire case has so much exposure that there's a ton of pressure on authorities to get everything right. If they make one little mistake confirming the information that they have as evidence, or have a wrongful piece of evidence, the entire case can be thrown out. David hasn't even been named a suspect in the case, so the claim that he was cleared from the suspect list, absolute nonsense.
It just baffles me how people fall for this blatant misinformation. Like, if you see something about this situation on Twitter, especially something as crazy like David got taken off of the suspect list, then you should at least look at the TikTok comments, look at the Twitter replies, and see what other people are saying. Because even though there's a lot of people that are going to be talking about it and believing it, there's also likely going to be a lot of people disagreeing with it and calling the person out for spreading misinformation. Like, the top comment on this video I just showed was the guy who responded saying, 1 minute video, not a single source. I see nowhere that says he's innocent except for fans claiming it. There's also people who are still bringing up the fact and believing that there are two girls, Celeste Herrera and Celeste, the other girl found in the car. The girl found was not dating David. The tattoo was trending and even Rihanna has it. He canceled his tour because there's an ongoing investigation with a girl that was in his Tesla. Duh. The songs talk about Celeste Herrera. Now, while it is 100% possible that there is another Celeste, I personally think that it would just be way too crazy of a coincidence. I mean, we gotta keep in mind, everyone knows at this point that the missing girl's mom said that she was dating a guy named David. The girl who's allegedly named Celeste Herrera also conveniently wears the same clothes that the missing girl Celeste wears. And overall, just how weird is it that there's two Celestes that look damn near identical? Even though it's all alleged, anyone who believes this shit just like wrap it up, in my opinion. The only thing that I think could be a possibility was that David and his record label were using a fake Celeste, someone who looked like Celeste Rivas, so that if David ever got exposed for talking to someone underage as he is now, they could use her as some sort of alibi, saying that there were actually two Celestes all along and David had nothing to do with it.
His case with David has gotten a little confusing because now there are two Celestes. There are an adult Celeste who he is posing for in pictures because she is 23 years old. Her name is Celeste Herrera. And then there is Celeste Rivas, 14-year-old Celeste, who is now deceased. She is being reported as 15 years old. She would be 15 years old. She was found the day after her 15th birthday and has been deceased for weeks at least. So we know that she was 14 years old. I believe that this was a decoy set up by David, by his recording label, by whoever knew, so that they could cover up that this child was who he was messing with.
Why are we acting like David is a mastermind that planned this whole thing? He has a massive entity behind him. He's a massive asset to them, so they want to control his image. Same thing they do for other artists. It's not that far-fetched that they would cover up for him the same way many celebs, labels, and management covered for them. I really do think that this is the most probable case with there being two Celestes. Maybe they found out that David was dating a girl underage, or they just knew about it in general and figured that if something ever came out, they would need to have some sort of strong alibi or something to try to disprove everything so that David would end up being innocent. I mean, guys, while it sounds crazy, it's still in the realm of possibilities. Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments down below. I'm probably gonna stop making videos on this situation as much as the evidence has started to slow down. Still expect videos on big updates in this situation, but new videos on other people coming out very soon. Anyways, I appreciate you all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are saying prayers for Celeste Rivas, as obviously she did not deserve to go through what she went through, and I hope justice does get served in her favor. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. It's been your boy Janky, and I'm out. Peace.